Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, an interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% to us to live them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long, otherwise difficult to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will talk about home and renovation, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have your dream house, a house that represents you in depth and where you will always feel at your ease. In today's video, I would like to give you some tips on how to place furniture in the various rooms to make the most of the space, because this is a question I get asked a lot. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the topic of home and renovation, please remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this subject. And don't forget to click the like button, because it's the best way to support this channel and my content, and I truly appreciate it. Let's get right into the core of the video by seeing how to place furniture in the various rooms, starting with 3 tips that apply to any room. When you think about putting furniture in a particular space, think about how you would like to use that space, or what function best suits your needs, whether because of the space available or its location within the house. Knowing what you want to do in that room will allow you to choose the right furniture and accessories and organize the space in a manner that is most functional for you. For example, you might want the living room as a conversation area. In this case, thus, you will not limit yourself to having one sofa, but perhaps you will take 2 and put them facing each other. However, if the same living room is used more for watching television than anything else, understand that the solution above is not the best. Better to have a sofa that can stand in front of the television. That sounds trivial, but it's not. If you are not careful, you risk creating disharmony and imbalance. Starting with the larger piece of furniture will then help you to add other items you need so that they remain proportionate to the first one, and so that you can create a good balance between the elements. I've often said good design is about scale, proportions, and balance. If you don't start with the larger piece, the risk is to overcrowd the room, making it stuffy. In placing furniture, always look at the ease of use. Getting in and out and moving around the room must be easy. So think about how people, and you first, get in, get out, and experience the room. It is essential to be able to move with agility without having to do the obstacle course. The fluidity of the path will make the rooms even more functional. As mentioned previously, these 3 suggestions are valid for any room. Now let's see more specific tips for each room. The focal point in the living room could be the television wall, a fireplace, or, for the lucky ones, a beautiful window with a stunning view. Having found this, position the furniture so that it faces this to emphasize it even more. As mentioned before, maybe you use the living room mainly to watch television, but it is still easy to happen to have guests in the house. A single big linear sofa is not the best for encouraging conversation. Better a corner sofa if there is the space, or a smaller sofa and some seating. That will allow you to maintain the principal function of watching television without compromising on a pleasant chat with friends and relatives. Also remember to have some countertops near the seats, such as a coffee table. This will allow you and your guests to be able to rest any glasses or plates. Please note, furniture and sofas do not have to be against the wall. In some rooms, you don't have much choice, and you necessarily have to place the bed in a certain way. But where you can, think about how you want to use the rest of the space. In large rooms, you might want a study or a small sitting area. Based on that, then decide where to put the bed. Remember that, as for the living room, the bed doesn't need to be against the wall. You could also put it crosswise. We saw this in detail a few weeks ago. By understanding the size of the space we can dedicate to the dining room, you would be able to choose the right table, such as shape and size. It will be essential to have a proportionate rug, especially if the dining area is a part of the living room, to divide the space optically. After the table, the other choices will follow, such as lighting, chairs, and possible sideboards. While the function of the dining room is clear, it will be paramount for the choice and placement of furniture to understand how much and how you use this room. If you love to have a lot of guests, obviously it will be more functional to have a large table, always proportionate to the space, mind you, and perhaps sacrifice storage furniture instead. Conversely, if you have a more intimate number of guests, you can opt for a smaller table, perhaps extendable, and thus have more space for other furniture. I hope the video was helpful and you love it. In case, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comments. Please feel free to share this video with someone you think might be interested in the topic. I will be honored and it will help me grow my channel. If you feel that your home or some environment of it does not reflect you enough, don't wait any longer and book your consultancy. You'll find my contact in the description box below. If you already haven't done it, remember also to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye!